Marilyn Monroe, Perception, Language, and Memory. Perception is the ability to capture, process, and actively make sense of the information that our senses receive. Marilyn Monroe's perception. Monroe is known as a legendary model and actress not only because of her success, but also because of the controversy during her life. Continuous changes in environment and the absence of family to accompany her during her childhood made Monroe experience difficulties in her cognitive perception and recognizing other people's feelings. This is proven by her habit of arriving 2-3 hours late to work and often hampering her coworkers by her selfishness to be perfect, for example, asking for repeated shooting takes. Even though her acting skill is quite recognized, Monroe is known to be insecure and not confident in this matter. Maybe it also has something to do with her fame as a sex icon and female character who is loved by many people. So, she thinks that people watch her acting not because of her abilities but because of her fame. Regarding borderline personality disorder, Monroe's cognitive weakness in this aspect triggered several characteristics to develop within her, namely, difficulty recognizing and empathizing with other people's feelings, as explained previously, identity disturbance, seen from the insecurity which was also mentioned before, and unstable emotions, due to her weakness in recognizing herself. Monroe was also said to have synesthesia. Memory, the faculty of encoding, storing, and retrieving information. Marilyn Monroe's memory. Marilyn Monroe was a unique person. She was able to use her suffering as a base and strong drive to succeed and form a new self-image. This proves her skill in putting aside stories of the past and all unpleasant memories. But unfortunately, those memories never goes away. The dark memory remained within her and grew with her like the roots of a wild plant that was not taken care of, but continued to grow and fill Monroe more and more along with the new stress and pressure that she experienced in her fame. In our research this time, these memories grew into borderline personality disorder, one of the characteristics of which was suicide attempt. Monroe once tried to commit suicide by overdosing on sedatives, but then she called the hospital and asked for help. Monroe also met several psychiatrists and underwent psychotherapy throughout her life. But it seems like these efforts were unsuccessful because in the end, Monroe's death was again caused by an overdose of sedatives. Regarding her memory, one of Monroe's co-workers, Don Murray, said that Monroe was known to have difficulty memorizing dialogue, to the point where it was joked that Monroe couldn't connect even 2 sentences. Monroe also often forgot acting techniques, even though her abilities were quite good. Murray suspects this was due to a lack of self-confidence, but this also shows Monroe's cognitive weakness in terms of memory. Language, a communicative, structured, arbitrary, dynamic, and finally a generative system that helps people to perceive certain information and communicate. Marilyn Monroe's language. Who would have thought that Monroe's sexy speaking style was actually a mechanism to overcome her stutter? Since childhood, Monroe has had difficulty speaking. Of course, this was also related to speech delay, and once again, this is strongly suspected to be the impact of the absence of parents and family, as well as a difficult childhood. Monroe also experienced abuse as a teenager. This allegation also supports the cause of problems in her language development. As we know, harassment and bullying can interfere with the development of a person's language skills, especially in youth. Monroe's stuttering returned at the end of her life when she acted in the film Something's Got to Give. Before she was fired due to her very unprofessional work ethic, 4 months later, Monroe was found dead in her room. Despite her stuttering, Monroe was known to have a charming sense of humor. At first glance, this may seem contradictory, but in fact, many other famous figures also have similar things, such as Rowan Atkinson aka Mr. Bean, Steve Harvey, the funny host, and Emily Blunt, one of the stars of the famous film The Devil Wears Prada. Apart from proving that limitations are not always an obstacle, why do you think something like this has happened? Let's take a look to some of Marilyn Monroe's quotes. It's better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone. I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes, I'm out of control, and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. Help, help, help. I feel like coming closer when all I want is to die. Scream, you began and ended in air, but where is the middle? I have always been deeply frightened to really be someone's wife, since I knew from life one cannot love another ever really. Oh Paula, I wish I knew why I am so annoyed. I think maybe I'm crazy like all the other members of my family were. When I was sick, I was sure I was. I'm so glad you are with me here. A smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. And the last quote is, always believe in yourself, because if you don't, then who will? Sweetie. Thank you. This cognitive psychology approach of Marilyn Monroe is originally written by me as a part of group assignment from Dr. Nesrin Yaqub to analyze borderline personality disorder. Regards, Hasna.